Hello and welcome to my presentation. My name is Daniel Carson and I will be the presenter today. The organization that I'm seeking to assist in changing is the Las Vegas Lights, and the challenge that I focused on is safety. I chose safety because I feel like it's vital to building a family-friendly environment and being able to bolster sales while making everyone feel safe and welcome. Change that we need. Personally believe that acquiring veterans to volunteer to work security in and around Cashman Field would be one of the best choices we could possibly have. I believe it'll fix the safety issue, as people will feel safe knowing that their fellow men and women who serve their country will now be ensuring their safety at home as well. Additionally, this will provide veterans with an amazing opportunity where they will be able to then put it on their resume to help them find jobs later on. Step one of this is to create urgency. And there's a couple different bits of this that you really have to focus on. And the first one is identifying potential threats. Secondly is examine opportunities. What opportunities do you have? What can you take advantage of? And the next one is to start an honest discussion. Give convincing reasons to get people talking. Why is this important? Make them see your vision, let them know, hey, this is important. This needs to happen. Request support from customers, outside stakeholders, anyone that you feel that will strengthen your argument. And the optimal outcome of this one is that people in the company and even outside the company will realize how dire the issue is. But some potential challenges you could run into is if the push to create urgency fails, then you might have to rework your approach, which could cost a lot of time. And step two is forming a powerful change coalition. So, to do this, you initially need to identify true leaders within your organization and ask for an emotional commitment from these people. These people also need to have the power to actually be able to get things done as well. The optimal outcome in this scenario is that a change coalition is formed consisting of members with the power and the drive to actually make change in the company. But some potential challenges you could run into would be that if these individuals don't work well together, you may have to add additional members to the group to be able to get everything to mesh well, or you may have to remove certain members from the group if they're causing problems. Step three is to create a change vision. Determine the values that are central to your change. So determine your core values and then create a strategy to actually execute that vision. And speak about it frequently. And the optimal outcome of this step would be that you build a change vision that's inspiring. It inspires others and it becomes the driving factor in your company's change vision to move forward. And potential challenges, of course, is if the vision's not made clear enough for everyone to understand, the actual intent of the vision may become clouded, which can cause some problems definitely pushing forward. Step four is communicate the vision. And communication throughout this entire process will be absolutely vital. Talk about the change vision frequently. Apply your vision to all aspects of the operation. And most importantly, lead by example. And the optimal outcome in this scenario would be that obviously that a newly formed change vision is the company basically is formed for the company and it's conveyed to everyone, and the actual meaning of it is conveyed too. It's conveyed clearly. But some potential challenges are that either the vision itself may not be communicated or conveyed properly, as well as if concerns from others aren't valued and considered, you could get a lot of pushback, which would in turn cause considerable issues with the change vision. This is why communication is just so crucial. Step five is to remove obstacles. Identify or hire change leaders whose main role is to deliver the change that you're looking for. And look at your organizational structure. Find what benefits it most, what's in line with your vision. And I'd also identify the people who are resisting change and help them see the vision that you want everyone else to see. The optimal outcome in this situation would be that any and all obstacles are identified and eliminated. But some potential challenges here would be potentially ignoring a problem that you thought might have been obsolete, but then turned out to be a larger issue in the future, or even just not even properly acknowledging the concerns that others have, which in turn will create more obstacles. Step 6 is for creating short term wins. And essentially, the key word here is short term. All of these goals, all of these wins, they need to be small, but they need to be significant. And a big thing to avoid in this scenario is avoiding spending considerable amounts of money on this. This needs to be a quick little wins to build momentum, and the optimal outcome here would be that short-term goal is created and then completed, and it builds you momentum, pushing your change goal forward towards your long-term goal. But there are a lot of potential challenges here. One of the primary ones being that if it's chosen poorly, it could end up costing the company money. And another is that if it doesn't generate the anticipated momentum, you could be wasting a lot of time that could be precious to the company. Step 7 is to build on the change. And this is important. Once you've got change going, once you have this momentum, you have to keep building off of it. It'll be absolutely crucial. But even in the case when wins are achieved, analyze what went right and analyze what went wrong as well. Because even in the case of wins, there's almost always something that can be learned from those. And the optimal outcome in this situation would be that you build off the change and you learn things even when you succeed. Potential challenges, though, is that mismanagement could cause the loss of momentum from your short-term goals. And if another goal isn't swiftly set and then pursued, then any of the momentum that was built from the previous goal could just be completely wasted, and you could be back at step 6. And lastly, step 8, which is make the changes stick. Talk about progress. Consistently talk about progress, and include the change ideals when you're even when you're hiring and training new staff. Let them know this is what the company is about, and create plans to recognize people of the original change coalition, and make sure that the rest of the staff, any members, new and old, remember and acknowledge these contributions that they made, as they were so crucial to the company. And the optimal outcome in this case is that the company's change vision has been achieved, and steps are now being taken to ensure that these changes stick and persist for the foreseeable future. But some potential challenges here could be, if the company's long-term goal has not been fully achieved, then the company might have to backtrack before attempting to actually make this stick, which is a crucial thing to consider. So the company has to ensure that they've actually truly reached where they want to be before they want to make those changes stick. And then lastly, here are my references. Thank you all.